The euro versus US dollar is unchanged. The dollar versus yen is lower, and the pound versus US dollar is higher. So 2 out of the 3 have the US dollar moving to the downside after the US Senate failed to pass the continuing resolution. There were 3 Democrats who voted with the GOP for a continuing resolution. They need a total of 60 votes to make that happen. So they're short on that end, so the U.S. government goes into shutdown. We're seeing yields move lower, modestly lower. We're seeing stock market lower. What are the technicals saying for 3 of the major currency pairs? I'll go through that in this video, or by taking a look at the euro versus U.S. dollar, dollar versus yen, and sterling versus U.S. dollar. So let's get started. Looking at the euro versus U.S. dollar, the hourly chart, ups and downs in the euro versus US dollar and trading here today. The upside took a spike all the way up toward the 50% retracement. That was a target. Also, this swing area through here between 1.1779 and 1.1788. I spoke about that in videos and the recent posts on the euro versus US dollar. That moved to the upside, found willing sellers, and down goes for Asia. The price came down to test the 200-hour moving average initially, and the high of this swing area, bounced modestly and then broke below that level right through here. Where do we go? We went down to a familiar spot. That familiar spot was defined by the 100-hour moving average. It's familiar because the last 3 times the price came down to that level. First one on this little correction right here, then down yesterday, the low for the day, bottom against that level. Wasn't low for the day, but it was low for the U.S. session, bottom there, and then lo and behold, the low price in trading here today, and the last few hours of trading did bottom again at the 1.17145 level. That increases this level's importance. Now we're back within the 200 and 100 hour moving average area. We had started the day within that area as well until we broke above it right here. And we'll use the same tools as defining the bias. If the price is able to get above the 200-hour moving average, the bias would shift more to the upside. We'd have to get then above the 38.2% retracement and then target the 50% retracement as well. That's what the market did today, and we'll look for that in trading for the rest of the day. Now, if the price were to break the 100-hour moving average, that would be a break of the last 3 times where the price came down to that level and found support. And we'd look, maybe toward this level right through here. That was this low at 1.1700. It's a nice round number as well. And if we break below that level, we start to look toward our low prices right through here, where we had two separate lows, one here and then another one after, actually a couple more after it broke back above it right here, finding support, right here, finding support, and finally we look toward this level right through here. So it's pretty simple for the euro versus US dollar from a technical perspective. Follow the clues. Let's take a look at the dollar versus yen, and we've seen this currency pair continue its move to the downside with the yields moving a little bit lower. Also, hopes maybe the Bank of Japan would look to raise rates a little sooner, and what we saw in trading, or what the level that was key to me coming into the new trading day was this level right through here, where we had these swing highs right here. We broke above it, and then we traded above and below it here, finding support within the moving average area right through here. In trading right here, we found support not only against the moving average, but also the low of this swing area, and moved to the upside. We fell below that level in trading here today. That increased the bearish bias, and we'll have the pair moving back down toward next target area. I would probably look toward this, or I am looking toward this swing area right here between 146.55 and 146.803 as the next key target. And then the 100-day moving average is a day or two away from being right next to that low of that swing area. The swing area is defined by a number of different lows through here, fell below the level, and then reestablished support through here against that area here. You can see the number of different times the price came. Again, we had another false break to the downside right here, another one right here, where we even fell below the 100-day moving average, going all the way down to 145.47 here. This is the FOMC day. So you can discount that for the volatility from it, but this 100-day moving average would ultimately be a key level on the downside to get to and through if the sellers are to keep the pressure on this pair. The last time, well, apart from this, the last time the price fell below that level was going back to early July. Let's take a look at the sterling versus US dollar finally as the last currency pair. And in trading yesterday, did a pretty good job of holding support against the 100-day moving average, holding resistance against the 100-hour moving average, 200-hour moving average right through here. And trading here today, we moved above the 200-hour moving average and then came down, tested a level before moving back to the upside. We came up to 38.2% retracement, which is another level we need to get through. Found willing sellers against that, and now we're trying another move to the upside. This now broken the 38.2, and what do we look toward? The 100-day moving average. That is the next key target to get through at 1.34922. If we get above that level, then the door opens up for further upside momentum for this pair. If we do find willing sellers against that level, we're mired between the 100-day moving average on the top side, the 200-hour moving average, and maybe the low of this swing area as a downside support. And then we'll look toward the 100-hour moving average right here at 1.3414. So there you have it. Look at three of the major currency pairs to kickstart your day. And this one will be, another politically motivated type of trade going forward. Normally these things work themselves out somehow, some way. But expect the increased volatility. My name is Greg Mikulowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.